Beloved, individualized flames of the mighty Christ, I am presence. It is I, Victory, that greet you this day through your messenger, Excalibur. I welcome you to a new year, this year in your world, your realm known as the year 2022. I welcome each of you into a new experience, a new experiential realm of feeling the fullness of the victory of your own higher mental body, the victory of your own mighty unfed flame, the victory of the sevenfold flame in your forehead, and the victory of the heart plumes of the seven majestic supreme Aloha and the Heavenly Mother and Father, coming alive and active within each of you more than they have ever been before, that you shall truly live, breathe, walk, talk in the triple pillar of the resurrection flames, violet, represented by the mighty Saint Germain, rose pink, represented by the Heavenly Mother's presence, Akasha, and the golden flames represented by the ascended Jesus Christ, the beloved victorious cosmic Christ, that each of you feel the fullness of the triple activity of these mighty resurrection flames blazing up in, through, and around you, that wherever you are truly becoming a cosmic sun's presence of the resurrection flames in this world, that the forces, the vibrations, and the frequencies of the feelings of resurrection are pouring into the mental and feeling worlds and physical bodies of all those whom you contact and pass by in the outer world. You are about to find out more powerfully than you ever have before, through God realizations and God actualizations, through your meditations and your contemplations of the indwelling grand cosmic being at the center of your consciousness, that there is absolutely no greater power throughout the entire world than that of the great, great silence. The place where each of us golden avatars abide and dwell almost eternally. For we only leave the great, great silence when we are called upon to serve some system of worlds, some galaxy, some universe, or some sun presence, wherever it might be, that the infinite I Am presence through its own individualizations has called us forth into action. And so it is that we have been called forth to planet Earth to help you, known to us as Earthlings, and yet beyond that, known to us as the I Am race, as individualizations of the infinite I Am presence in the great central sun. For we see you as the diamond shining jewel of immortal fire, the undying flame, the unfed flame of the mighty I Am presence that is within and above each of you. That mighty I Am presence that knows neither time nor space or distance, knows none of the limitations that you face in this outer world, this third dimension, this playground, this stage, this experimental realm of duality. 'Tis time that you come into the new realization that the Heavenly Mother's presence and all her messengers that are the ascended and angelic host are now calling each of you to live, and I emphasize, live above the pairs of opposites of two powers of good and evil, and consciously and at will enter into the heart realm of the one presence, one power, and one intelligence that is the mighty I Am, that is the beloved victorious Christ presence, known to each of you as your higher mental body. For the time cometh rapidly, quickly upon each of you, where the presence within you shall speak through your heart's flame and take up the vocal cords and say, I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me. I and the Christ are one. I and the Heavenly Father, Mother are one. Thou who seest me, seest him, her that sent me. My doctrine is not mine own, but the Christ within me and above me. For I only do the will of the great God presence within me and above me. Your human will and the petty desires, the whimsical wants and needs of the outer self will quickly drop away from each of you, and you will discover that truly the world you see, that is the third dimension of duality, holds nothing, absolutely nothing that you truly desire or require, that beyond this world is the world, the seventh golden age that you desire and require, the world filled with Christ consciousness, tree of life consciousness, the ascended master's consciousness, where you truly love the Lord, the Christ, the source, the God, Goddess, all that is within you and above you, with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. And you truly love thy neighbor as thyself. That you fulfill the great command to love one another as I, in the midst of thee, have loved thee. That greater I, that knows no opposition, no defeat, no domination, that knows within itself that no weapon formed in the outer world can prosper against it. You are that I. You are that I am presence, power, and intelligence. For truly, dear hearts, it is the will of the Christ within you and above you that each of you bear fruitage richly in your lives, that your pocketbooks, your bank accounts, your purses, your wallets are full to overflowing with the abundance, the opulence, and the supply of the Christ. For the Christ is not limited. The Christ does not know limitations. You only know for yourself limitations of the outer world by being exposed to the outer world for such a long period of time. Now, through the Mother's presence and the return of the ascended and angelic host, and by your dedication, your devotion, your perseverance, your determination, and your application of the Ascended Master teachings, your attention, your vision, your power of qualification, and the various senses and faculties of your consciousness are being more and more exposed to the Word of God, to the eternal truth of the tree of life consciousness. The branch that you have been, that believed it was separate from the tree, has now restored itself back unto the tree. So thou art no longer withering and experiencing the lost years of the locust. You are no longer trying to do things on your own. You are no longer trying to live by mental might, by physical might, by means of the material world. Now, rather, are you surrendering, having the faith remarkable, trust that is not of this world, upon the Spirit that beats your heart, the Spirit that gives you the ability to use your mind and consciously, independently think for yourself, the Spirit that gives you the ability to feel emotions, less and less, dual emotions of good and bad, but rather emotions that are the pure essence of the love of the soul of the Mother's presence, and all her divine qualities welling up within each of you. And as they find their welcoming through your conscious call, through your opening the door into the Ascended Master's octaves, through your I am presence, in your contemplations, in your calls, in your meditations, then those qualities and activities of divine love become a permanent part of your being, an eternal part of your being. For by now, I hope that all of you are realizing that you have not come to destroy life, but you have come to fulfill life. That you shall declare, I am come. I am come that the world might have life, and that it might have it more abundantly, more love, more mercy, more forgiveness, more compassion, more redemption, more kindness, more justice, more liberty, more freedom, more understanding, comprehension, and knowing the truth, the eternal truth. For it is said that ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make ye free. That thou shalt know the truth, and the truth shall set thee free. This above all, in all your comings and goings, in all your dealings of the outer world, this above all, to thine own self be true, and it must follow as the night the day. Thou canst not then be false to any woman, man, or child. When you are true to yourself, when you abide in the secret heart of God that is the unfed flame in your heart, then all things come into perfect balance, come into perfect alignment, come into perfect position to fulfill the divine plan and higher purpose of your life, of your lives, individually and collectively, in your towns, villages, cities, nations, continents around the planet Earth. I say to you, with all encouragement, with all the love of the momentum of my cosmic heart flame of cosmic victory, that you shall surely succeed. Beloved mighty unfed flames of the glorious I Am presence, in all that you endeavor to do, sincerely, earnestly, authentically, and genuinely, when you put your best foot forward, and your motive is divine, your intention is pure of heart, there is not anything in the universe to say ye nay, for you are acting from the very activity and power that is the greatest power and presence and intelligence throughout the universe, that being divine love itself. For all beings and all substances obey the behest of divine love. When you show forth your loyalty, your devotion, your dedication, your loving, joyous obedience to your own great God self within your heart, within yourself at the center of your consciousness, and above you as your higher mental body and the electronic body of your I am presence, then surely life, the greater life, will always see to it that everything is provided for you, dear hearts, that there truly is a presence that goes before each of you to make the crooked places straight, to cause the desert, the barren lands to blossom as the rose, as the flowers, as the fruits of life more abundant. It is God's divine will that each of you thrive, that you prosper, that you have everything you shall ever require to fulfill your divine plan. Recognize you now rather than later through the power of the eternal now, through the power of the now moment. That the spirit that flows through you is the same spirit that flows through every one of you. That spirit flows through the powers of nature and the forces of the elements, through all creatures in this world, be they on the land, in the sea, or in the air. That spirit is everywhere. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. And when the Spirit of the Lord, I am, that each of you are, is acknowledged, recognized, accepted, and invited to come forth in thee, through thee, and as thee, and then out from thee, that Spirit performs what the world calls miracles, where a moment ago there was that which hindered life, obstructed life, halted life, crippled life, injured life, and in the next instant, the miracle-making moment unfolded above and beyond time and space, where all is made new again, where all is restored to being whole again in the divine image and likeness of the Heavenly Father and Mother, in the divine image and likeness of the higher mental body of each life stream. That same Spirit worketh its works through each and every individual around the world. In some, that Spirit shall shine forth as a carpenter, as an engineer, as a mechanic, as a plumber, as an electrician. In others, that Spirit will shine forth in the arts, through music, through dance, through painting, through drawing, through graphic design, with the forthcoming of the new technologies. In others, that Spirit shall shine forth as an adventurer, an explorer, a discoverer of new worlds. For you are destined to move beyond planet Earth and travel to other planets, to other systems of worlds and galaxies and universes. Life is not limited. Life is eternal. And to know God, to know the Spirit aright, is to know life eternal once again. Beloved sons and daughters of the Heavenly Father and Mother in the great central Sun, I say to you, I, Victory, say to you, now, right now, are ye the sons and daughters of the I Am Presence. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, right now. Why do you still try to please God? For how can a human being please God when God is too pure to behold the iniquity of man and woman that has fallen upon this world into duality consciousness, into the dueling impulses of good and evil? Neither do I condemn thee. Go and transgress no more. Go and sin no more. Go and be human no more. Be my true image and likeness. Be my divine will. For my kingdom is not of this world. My spirit is not of this world. My riches are not of this world. Everything that I am is not of this world of duality. This world is an illusion. My kingdom is reality. For my kingdom is imperishable. My kingdom is indestructible. My kingdom is impenetrable. My kingdom is immortal. And you just so happen to be my sons and daughters, created in my own image and likeness, that have all within yourselves, in your consciousness, that I myself have placed there. Wilt thou not access it? Wilt thou not use it? Wilt thou not allow me to come through thee and express myself through thee in this world? For it is time to stop trying to please God, for it is impossible. And it is time now to start expressing God. This takes courage. This takes humility. This takes what most human beings do not have to fulfill what it takes to allow this to come to pass as a visible, tangible, conscious experience within the lives of the people of this world. But I, Victory, say to you, I would not be telling you this if you did not have it within yourselves. And if you would not be able to go forth and be a source of encouragement, of inspiration, of demonstration to the masses of the people, that not only is this possible, but it is true. True of each of them as much as it is true of each of you, as it was said by the beloved Jesus the Christ himself, that thou and I are one, and all that is true of me is true of you. The works that thou seest me do, so shalt thou do in future days, and greater works than these shalt thou do, shalt thou act, shalt thou perform, but not your outer self, not your flesh, blood, and bones, but your Christ consciousness, your inner glorious God self. That presence, I in the midst of thee, will do these works, will perform these so-called miracles, as you use the sacred fire and cleanse and purify your consciousness of old duality and begin to live above the pairs of opposites and live in a new kingdom, in a new world, in a new state of mind and feeling and body in which God, Goddess, all that is the only presence, power, and intelligence and divine will acting. And once again, I emphasize that presence, that power, that intelligence knows no opposition, knows no domination, knows nothing outside of itself. It is all that is. For all that God made was good, whole, perfect, and all that God did not make never was And soon thou shalt find, as you awaken from this dream of duality back into the oneness and wholeness of your own Christ consciousness, the tree of life consciousness, the ascended master's consciousness, that all that has burdened you, all that has troubled you, all that has been able to dig its claws and fangs into you of the outer world and poison your consciousness, it will all drop away. It will all disappear. Its cause, effect, record, and memory. And you will be so stunned, so astonished, so amazed as at what has come to pass in your being, in your world, in your life. For the universe is always giving back to you. As you sow, you are reaping. What are you sowing this new year of 2022? Are you sowing the seeds of Christ consciousness? Or are you continuing to be a part of the outer world, sowing the seeds of duality consciousness, of the belief in two powers of good and evil? If you sow those seeds, surely you must reap them. But if you sow the seeds of the Christ, if you plant the sacred seeds of the tree of life, of the trees of life, secretly, sacredly, silently within yourselves, for in quietness and confidence shall be your strength, then each of thou shalt find that the Christ is appearing more and more in each of you and through each of you. Through your eyes, it looks out into the world. A beautiful halo of light forming around the upper half of your physical body. Your aura, the atmosphere all around you becoming brighter. The flesh substance of your physical bodies becoming brighter. And the blood that has been dyed, that flows through your arteries and veins, the blues and purples, and when exposed to oxygen, becomes the color red, that too is transmuting into pure golden liquid light. And the flesh substance is becoming self-luminous. And thou art truly dying daily to the old human consciousness and resurrecting daily back into the Christ consciousness, where thou knowest only God and no man nor woman after the flesh. Thou knowest only the Spirit. Thou knowest only the unfed flame in the heart of each one. Thou dost see through all appearances, and thou dost truly stand still and behold as witnesses the will of God being made manifest upon this earth. Jesus could not still the waves or the storms by saying, by speaking the words, peace, be still, unless he had first built that peace within himself. Thus, by your entering into the heart realm of the great, great silence, you too are building your inner peace, your inner harmony, your inner purity, and your inner power of the light, of the divine love, of the sacred fire. So you too, in future days, shall be able to speak the words, peace, be still, and the powers of nature and the forces of the elements that are becoming more and more unruly, dishing back to humankind what they have imposed upon them. Those powers of nature and forces of the elements will obey the Christ of each of you. And you, as the Christ, shall calm the storm and the storms. But first you must calm the storms within yourselves. It is not the other person. It is not the other people that you will have the most difficulty with. It is none other than your own self. Ask your mighty I am presence, your higher mental body. Ask I, victory, and my limitless legions of victory to come to you and assist you to overcome your greatest enemy, and that is none other than your own self, the last of the dueling impulses of the ego, the outer self, the outer personality self, the outer intellectual consciousness that only knows the outer world through the senses and faculties and only knows the past. The past is but a memory, the future is but a fantasy. The only power is now. And when you come to realize the power of the nowness, you shall set yourselves free. You shall once again wield the scepter of dominion. You shall step into your full sovereignty, and you will become the peace-commanding presence to all life. Then you too shall truly be known as a prince, a princess of peace upon this earth. I, victory, commend each of you to a glorious and victorious year of 2022. Get ready, for we all are at the great command of the God of eternal freedom, the mighty Saint Germain, my dear brother. And each of you will feel impulses of great import coming forth from within you for greater freedom. Greater freedom in thought, in feeling, in spoken word and action. These are inner desires of the glorious God presence within each of you that demands and commands the fulfillment of a Christa Libera, and it will not rest until it has proven itself in all areas of thine own life that freedom is the only presence, power, and intelligence active. Every area of your life must become freedom's flame. I am victory, and I commend each of you to the use of my heart flame of immortal victory, and to the full feeling of the outpourings of the mighty Saint Germain's own heart's desire for each of you to experience his cosmic feeling of cosmic freedom in your lives. I and my legions of victory will remain with you throughout your calls and decrees. I bless you with all the love and victory of my cosmic heart flame. You're looking beautiful. Continue to become more beautiful in the fullness of the magic presence I am. Beloved Mighty Victory, we are so grateful for your presence with us in these opening moments of our live decree teleconference of this magnificent year 2022. And we ask the infinite I am presence in the great central sun to bless you for eternity and to give you more dispensations in which you may come closer to all of humankind and activate the super electron within each one's heart that awakens them to the reality of their own glorious God presence within them and above them, that swiftly we may move forward with the natural unfolding activity, the harmonious and peaceful unfolding activity of the seventh golden crystal permanent age. We are so grateful and so blessed with every beat of our heart and every breath of our lives that comes from the mighty I Am presence within us and above us. Whew, what a way to kickstart this new year off and these decrees. All right, everyone, thank you so much for your patience and allowing Beloved Mighty Victory to charge us with his cosmic feeling of cosmic victory. Let's fly through this and let's light up the world, all around the world where we abide. Invocation. Beloved Mighty Christ, I am within and above. Beloved Christ, I am of all the people of earth. Beloved Akasha and a son. Beloved Christ, beloved Ascended Master-elect, Great God Germain, Mother Mary, Lord Katumi, El Moria, Serapis Bey, Master Hilarion, Lord Lanto, Naja, Mother Meta, Lord Shananda, Cha'ara, Lady Electra, Archangel Metatron, the seven great archangels, the seven great Kumaras, Mighty Victory, Goddess Venus, Princess Mary Magdalene, Goddess of Victory, Mother Jennifer Nada, the seven mighty Elohim, the seven majestic Eloah, Director Logos, God of Gold, Goddess of Silver, Beloved Queen of Light, Kuan Yin, Lord Matreya, Prince Siddhartha, Goddess of Justice, Lord Melchizedek, the 13 goddesses, Beloved Helios and Vesta, brothers and sisters of the golden rose robes of the physical sun and mighty silent watchers, charge our calls and decrees with whatever sacred fire, love, and rainbow rays is necessary to purify, illumine, and free the consciousness of all life in this world. Great cosmic beings of light from the central sun, mighty Arceus, golden avatars, immortals, and great angelic hosts, give these decrees with us and direct uncountable leadings of light to purify, illumine, and harmonize the earth, the atmosphere of earth, and all life, energy, and substance upon this planet now. We are so grateful for your divine intervention and assistance. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Deep breath. Decree 1. Call for peace, purity, and harmony through all life. My beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved, I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved goddesses, peace, purity, harmony, Mother Akasha, and thy legions of angels, come forth into action right now and release oceans and oceans and oceans of your sacred fire love, peace, purity, and harmony into the atmosphere of earth and saturate it. Then drive your sacred fire love, peace, purity, and harmony through the mental and feeling world of all humankind, the powers of nature, the forces of the elements, and all kingdoms of life. Make us feel the power and mastery of your sacred fire love, peace, purity, and harmony over all conditions in this world, and raise us into your Ascended Master heart's flame perfection forever. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 2. Goddess of Purity's decree for the love of purity. Beloved Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Goddess of Purity, I demand your invincible love of purity from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. I demand your invincible love of purity from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. I demand your invincible love of purity from the great central sun come into me as a living flame of eternal happiness. Purity's purity I am. Purity's purity I am. Purity's purity I am. Decree 3. Free the beautiful lands and people of all the continents. Mighty Christ I am within and above. I demand and command the great central sun's sacred fire mastery of eternity blaze through the beautiful lands and people of all the continents, compelling the purification of all etheric records of war, hatred, and violence, blazing through the mental and feeling world of every life stream, dissolving and consuming all human creation, and opening the way for the return to higher Christ consciousness. Reveal, nurture, and fulfill the Akashic records of all these beautiful people and lands by the will of the rose-pink flames of Mother Akasha and the full power of the great central sun's magnet's presence. Akasha love I am, Akasha love I am, Akasha love I am. Decree 4. Beloved Mother Akasha's call for the Great Central Sun's magnet. Beloved Mighty I Am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mother Akasha and the entire ascended and angelic host that come with thee to fulfill the divine plan of the seventh golden permanent age. Anchor the Great Central Sun's magnet's presence into our feeling side of life and assist us to feel the true power of divine magnetism. Restore the ancient feeling of those magnetic currents of divine love flowing constantly through our feeling body, and as they build in cosmic concentration, they naturally draw unto us our own divine inheritance from the Great Central Sun of all we had with thee in the heart flames of creation before the world was, attracting every good and constructive activity we could possibly desire and require to fulfill our part of the divine plan, the ascended and angelic host's way. We divinely command this be accomplished with all the ease and grace of the Heavenly Mother's presence, and that ascended Master joy become endless in our lives. We thank thee with all our heart's love. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 5. The beloved Goddess of Purity's call for the inner essence of God's divine mind. Through my own mighty I Am God presence, I send my love to the great cosmic beings of the Great Central Sun, beginning with Mother, Father, God, the immortals, the Elohim, the avatars, the Great Central Sun's own uncountable legions of the angelic host, and all great cosmic beings of our universe, to release oceans and oceans and oceans of the Great Central Sun's immortal purity, immortal strength, immortal power, immortal love, that is the inner essence of the Ascended Master's divine mind, into the consciousness of the people of earth. Through my mighty I Am God presence, I call upon the great cosmic beings of our universe, the great cosmic beings of the Great Central Sun, the mighty Elohim, immortals and avatars, to release oceans and oceans and oceans of the Great Central Sun's immortal purity, immortal strength, immortal power, and immortal love, of the light of the Ascended Master's inner essence of their minds. Come forth and enter into the consciousness of the people of earth. Enter into my own mind and outer self. Enter into the earth's atmosphere, the powers of nature and the forces of the elements, and enter into all kingdoms of life upon this earth, and set all life free forever. Immortal purity I am. Immortal purity I am. Immortal purity I am. Decree 6. Aloam Cassiopeia's decree to unearth and unmask all darkness. Mighty Christ I Am presence within and above. As the sacred fire takes its toll, I command the great immortals from the Great Central Sun through the Central Sun and the Physical Sun, and from all the mighty Ascended Master octaves of light, as the purification is ongoing, to continue to intensify and increase trillions upon trillions upon trillions of mighty electronic light rays in their cosmic action that will unearth and unmask all darkness and discord, injustice and hatred. The light of God never fails, and in the unfolding of the seventh golden age, let not the peoples of earth be shocked, for the time has come that the great light of God, that is relentless in its duty to seek out and find darkness and evil where it hides, and reveal it, expose it, where it can then be purified. I command this in the name of the legions of creator beings, overseen by the mighty Aloam of the Great Central Sun. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Cosmic miracles of light I am. Decree 7. Beloved Goddess of Purity's decree for her all-encompassing love. Beloved I Am Christ's presence within and above. God and Goddess of Purity, I thank you for your service in the universe, and I call upon you through the outpouring of your mighty rays of life, through the outpouring of your sacred fire, to enfold me in your all-illumining love, in your all-illumining protection, and your all-illumining sacred fire purity, and hold these mighty activities in, through, and around me every moment of every day. Charge, charge, charge my consciousness, being, and world with your all-encompassing love and its sacred fire feeling of invincible purity. hold my life in the greatest activity of your cosmic luminous presence of eternal purity, and let nothing else qualify the energy and substance from my great God presence with anything other than purity, 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 purity. We love and bless you, God and Goddess of purity. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Sacred fire, love, and purity I am. Decree 8. Beloved Lady Master Nada's call for more inspiration. Beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Lady Master Nada, and thy legions of angels of inspiration, come forth into action right now, and charge your unfed flames of inspiration into my feeling body. Anchor, sustain, and expand these mighty flames with ease and grace. You are the goddess of inspiration. Come with thy angels and keep fanning your flames of inspiration with your ascended master feeling of divine trust. Trust in myself. Trust in God. Trust in my master teachers, Akasha and a Sun. Trust in the ascended masters and great cosmic beings. Trust in the angels. Trust in the powers of nature and the forces of the elements. Trust in the fulfillment of the divine plan of my life and all things that are to manifest in this seventh golden age. Keep the sacred fire of inspiration alive in every cell of my mind, body, and feeling side of life, and blaze it into all life I contact each day. I love you. Inspiring life I am. Inspiring life I am. Inspiring life I am. Decree 9. New forms of education for the youth and the world. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth, embodied and awaiting embodiment. Beloved Mother Akasha, Father Son, Jesus the Christ, Mother Mary, beloved Ascended Master Germain, Goddess of Justice, Goddess of Liberty, Lady Master Nada, Lady Leto, Lord Kutumi, Lord Matreya, beloved Mighty Victory, and your limitless legions of victory, come forth into action right now and build upon the earth schools, colleges, and universities that introduce all forms of studies and activities of the ancient knowledge of the Tree of Life consciousness and the Ascended Master's teachings, assisting the youth and the world to quickly and easily attain Christ consciousness. May the youth and the world truly enjoy going to school and discovering and learning the laws of life that govern our universe, and with Ascended Master assistance and intervention, be able to put those teachings into instantaneous action in their lives for the freedom of all humankind and life upon this planet Earth. Divine wisdom I am, divine wisdom I am, divine wisdom I am. Decree 10, demanding honest marketing, advertising, and sales to all life. Beloved Mighty Christ I am within and above, beloved Archangel Michael, Lord Astrea, Mighty Surya, and all who govern the cosmic Christ blue flames and cosmic Christ blue lightning power of divine love. Drive, drive, drive into every bit of energy and substance that is being destructively qualified against the youth and all life of the world, the cosmic Christ blue lightning fire of invincible purity, and annihilate its momentum, its intent, and its source. Raise the consciousness of all youth and all life into the Christ vibration, so none may ever be deceived or preyed upon again. Beloved Mighty Goddess of Justice, come forth into action with thy legions of angels of justice, and compel all individuals in the qualified fields of marketing, advertising, and sales to be divinely just, honest, and transparent with all that is consciously directed into the consciousness of the youth and people of the world. By the power of the will of the Heavenly Father and Mother, I accept this decree fulfilled and the divine plan of the seventh golden age manifest. Divine honesty I am, divine honesty I am, divine honesty I am. Decree 11, beloved Goddess of Justice's call for her sacred fire justice. Beloved Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, beloved Goddess of Justice, we call upon you and your angels to fill our hearts, minds, and feelings with your all Christ sacred fire power of divine justice, Charge and flood the mental and feeling world of all humankind with your sacred fire presence of divine justice. Compel the end of all injustice in this world and restore the scales of divine balance to reflect your sacred fire justice within the consciousness of all life. We love and bless you, beloved Goddess of Justice, and we welcome your cosmic presence into our lives every moment of every day. May you have every opportunity by the grace of God to bring forth the changes that are necessary to create and maintain a beautiful world full of divine justice. Divine justice I am, divine justice I am, divine justice I am. Decree 12. Beloved, great God Germain's call for purity and unity. Mighty I am God presence within and above. Beloved great God presence of every life stream within America. Beloved great Germain, angels of the violet purifying flame, and all masters of the sacred fire. Stand in the heart flames of the great central sun and project oceans and oceans and oceans of the mightiest violet flaming miracles of eternity in all their love, mercy, and forgiveness into the atmosphere of America, into the feeling side of life of the American people, and silence all discordant feelings that are acting in them towards themselves, others, or any part of creation. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Heal, harmonize, and unite the people of America. Beloved Goddess of Justice, release thy sacred fire scales of divine justice into the feelings of all the American people and awaken, arouse, and amplify a new sense of love, praise, gratitude, and appreciation for all the blessings and gifts that come to them from God each day. Beloved great Germain, I invite you with all my heart and soul to show me now what is the secret desire of your heart for me, for America, for humankind, the planet, and all beings everywhere forever. Eternal freedom I am. Eternal freedom I am. Eternal freedom I am. And as we enter into our first heart-centered meditation, these heart-centered meditations today shall be dedicated, all of them, to beloved mighty Saint Germain, the God of eternal freedom, our Ascended Master-elect for this entire year of 2022, as well as for this month of January. He is overlighting the Ascended Master consciousness outpouring. So let us send forth through our beloved I Am presence our love, praise, and gratitude to beloved Saint Germain for all he has done over 70,000 years for the upliftment, the illumination, the peace, the freedom of humankind and all life in this octave upon planet Earth. Let us do this now and just open to receive the outpouring of love from beloved Saint Germain. The epic Blue Danube, love, honor, and respect to beloved Saint Germain and all the masters of the waltz, Johann Strauss Jr., and all the classic Renaissance masters. Classical masterpieces, nothing like it to renew, to strengthen, to charge, and electrify our consciousness. May the higher mental body of each of us release another wave, another surge of its limitless energy and the almighty directing intelligence that allows us to proceed forward with ease and grace. This is from the unfed flame in our hearts, Decree 13, release new dispensations. Mighty I Am God presence within and above, beloved Lord Maha Chohan, God and Goddess of purity, beloved seven mighty Elohim and seven majestic Eloah, beloved mighty Victory, Archangel Michael, all the ascended and angelic hosts of our planetary and solar spiritual hierarchy, great cosmic beings of light from the great central sun. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and blaze through the minds, feelings, and bodies of all the people on earth to purify and remove all selfishness. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth. Almighty God, I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to purify the people of earth, the ascended master's way, and do it today, do it to stay, and force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. Force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. Force the purification, force the purification, force the purification of all selfishness in this world. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. By the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. With oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Deep breath. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and do its perfect work. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness. Almighty God I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations to draw all humankind into Christ consciousness, the ascended master's way, and do it today, do it to stay, and raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness. Raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness. Raise, raise, raise all humankind into Christ consciousness by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Deep breath. We demand every power and force of the sacred fire come forth and be visible to the outer physical sight of all humankind. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that makes the sacred fire visible to all humankind. Almighty God I am. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that makes the sacred fire visible to all humankind by God's own hand. Release new dispensations, release new dispensations, release new dispensations that makes the sacred fire visible to all humankind, the ascended master's way. And do it today, do it to stay, and compel, compel, compel the sacred fire visible to all humankind. Compel, compel, compel the sacred fire visible to all humankind. Compel, compel, compel the sacred fire visible to all humankind by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, by the cosmic Christ Blue Lightning power and victory, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity, with oceans of the great central sun, sacred fire purity. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Deep breath, visualize and feel it. Decree 14. The beloved goddess of Purity's decree to purify the powers of nature. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved goddess of purity, I demand the cosmic concentration of whatever sacred fire, miracle, love is necessary to force the purification of the powers of nature and forces of the elements, and reveal the eternal freedom that is their divine birthright, this instant and forever. Sacred fire, miracle, love, I am. Sacred fire, miracle, love, I am. Sacred fire, miracle, love, I am. Decree 15. Resurrection of the elemental rays. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, beloved brothers and sisters of the golden and rose robes of the physical sun, we demand and command the full restoration of the minor elemental rays pouring from the physical sun into the powers of nature, the forces of the elements, and all kingdoms of life, that they may once again receive such vital spiritual nutrition. As I make the call for the planet, I also give the command for you to release the elemental rays into the elements of which my physical body is composed, compelling such all Christ light, love, balance, beauty, strength, and joy within every cell. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 16. Call for the Ascended Master sponsors of all nations. Mighty Christ I am within and above, mighty I am God presence of all the people of earth, great ascended hosts, and great cosmic beings from the great central sun. We demand and command in the name of beloved Mother Akasha, Father, Son, Jesus the Christ, Great Germain, and the Director Logos, the mightiest divine intervention and assistance from the great central sun's heart flame in the great silence that opens the way for every Ascended Master sponsor of every nation of the world to be given greater authority, power, and influence to help every nation fulfill their divine plan and destiny as harmoniously, peacefully, and perfectly as the Ascended Masters do it, and as quick as a flash as the Ascended Masters see it. Beloved Ascended Master sponsors of all nations of the world, drive your sacred fire of love, purity, and power through every leader and every person of every nation that compels them to fulfill the will of God's divine plan. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 17. All the Ascended Masters of the 49 days outpouring of light. Mighty I am God presence within and above, all the Ascended Masters contributing to the 49 days outpouring of light. We demand and command the great central sun's sacred fire feeling of endless dispensations flooding through the consciousness of the people of earth that compels the mass awakening to unfold, that brings every life stream into divine obedience to their own beloved God self within and above, that allows for the harmonious cooperation between the people and the Ascended Masters, opening the way for the complete restoration of the divine way of living life, that compels the people to change the way they treat others, the planet, and all creatures. I accept the Director Logos' supreme authority acting with full power in this call to make it a reality in the consciousness of all life in this world, and as quick as a flash as the Ascended Masters see it. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, I ask you to bless and bless and bless every Ascended Master of the 49 days outpouring of light. They are so wonderful, so magnificent, so generous and kind. I am so grateful to know of and use this divine moment in time to be an open door for the infinite blessings of the Greater to flood into this world, to purify, illumine, lift, and raise it into God's eternal perfection. So grateful I am, so grateful I am, so grateful I am. Decree 18. Beloved Lord Maha Chohan's decree for beloved Gaiya. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, great ascended and angelic host, beloved Lord Maha Chohan, we demand and command the greatest outpouring of cosmic light substance from the great central sun and all systems of suns that fills the atmosphere of Earth, the gas belts and tectonic plates with all the liquid light they require in order to make the necessary changes that usher in the seventh golden crystal age with as little harm to the planet and all life as is possible. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Decree 19. The Ascended Masters call for the blessing of food and water. Beloved I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Lord Maha Chohan, mighty Helios, Aries, Neptune, Virgo, Peter Pan, Oberon, Titania, Diana, Aramesis, all the angelic and elemental host. We call upon you to release the mightiest dispensations of sacred fire love and cosmic light substance from the great central sun that assist the powers of nature and forces of the elements to produce the perfect supply of food and water for the physical bodies of the people of earth. We thank you with all our heart's love. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Decree 20. Call to the beloved Lord, the Mahachohan, to assist the powers of nature. Beloved mighty I am, God presence within and above. Beloved Lord Mahachohan and your angels of sacred fire purifying love. I demand you release from the heart flames of the physical sun and the great central sun every activity of the sacred fire's purifying love and cosmic light substance to keep charging into the powers of nature and forces of the elements everywhere, causing them to become the purity, luminosity, and beauty of the Ascended Master's octave. Do the same in, through, and around our physical bodies, so that only God's perfect health, strength, energy, and beauty is expressing for the fulfillment of the divine plan of the resurrection and ascension. Blessing nature, I am. Blessing nature, I am. Blessing nature, I am. And let us feel our love, praise, and gratitude going forth to bless Mother Nature, the powers of nature, the force of the elements, all the elemental beings, and all the kingdoms of life that produce all the blessings of this world for us to experience as we journey through the third dimension of planet Earth. And as we enter into our second heart-centered meditation, let us continue to feel the overlighting presence of beloved Master, the Great Germain, and feel the fullness of his cosmic feeling, of his cosmic flame, of eternal freedom, and all his limitless legions of angels that come with purity of the violet flame, come with forgiveness, mercy, compassion, the transformation, transmutation, transfiguration, sacred alchemy. His embodiment is Merlin, and many other times I'm sure he's shown up as a magician here or there and performed what the world calls miracles, just a natural way of him expressing his true self. And obviously he desires each of that for us. So beloved mighty Saint Germain, charge us with your violet flame feeling of eternal freedom, of magic, of mastery, of alchemy, of all that you know we desire and require in the fullness of our presence to fulfill the divine plan of each of our lives in full happiness and joy. We welcome it with all the love of our hearts. We love and bless you, beloved mighty Saint Germain, and all your limitless legions of angels. We call upon our higher mental bodies to assist each of us to become an empty crystal cup, an open door for you to pour forth your blessings into this world for this entire year of 2022 and beyond. May the infinite I Am presence and the great central sun bless you for eternity for your service to this world. And from the unfed flame in our hearts, let us continue the fullness of the expansion of the light, love, and sacred fire mastery of these calls and decrees throughout the consciousness of all life in this world. Decree 21, freedom for the elemental kingdoms. Beloved mighty Christ I am, great ascended and angelic host, Goddess Venus, Lord Mahachohan, beloved Virgo, Neptune, Aries, and mighty Helios, raise the land of Pan and the continents of Lemuria and Atlantis to the surface of the planet. We command the invincible sacred fire protection of the powers of nature and all elemental kingdoms. Free them by the mightiest sacred fire love in the universe and restore their immortality. Beloved Prince Aaron, we pour our love and gratitude to you for commanding the supreme elemental in our hearts fully resurrected. Elemental love I am, elemental love I am, elemental love I am. Decree 22, protect the power grid and reveal new power sources. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, great ascended and angelic host of light. Stop all disruptions to the world's power supply, food and water supply, transportation, all communication systems, the internet, computers, all science and technology, and prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Prevent all destructive plans by the master power flame of cosmic prevention. Beloved mighty Christ I am, and all ascended masters who govern and control the powers of nature and forces of the elements, reveal and draw into outer manifestation through the people of earth new power sources that nurture, bless, and raise the planet and all life into the ascended master's octave of light, with all the ease, grace, and harmony of the cosmic law of the great central sun's heart flame. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 23. Beloved Lady Master Nada's call for the principal cities of the world. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, I am pouring my love to you. Beloved Lady Nada, Archangel Michael, Mighty Victory, Jesus the Christ, Mother Mary, Master Katumi, and Great Germain, from out of the unfed flame of my heart, I send endless rays of love to you, as I call upon you to release millions of rays of love from your unfed flames to cover over my nation and build and sustain as many pillars of God's purifying, illumining, balancing, and stabilizing activities of the sacred fire that will appear coming down from the atmosphere into the principal cities of my nation and the world, that will be sustained throughout the entire seventh golden age. Pillars of the sacred fire I am. Pillars of the sacred fire I am. Pillars of the sacred fire I am. Deep breath. And as we enter Decree 24 for this entire month of January, let us give a few moments of our time, attention, and energy, love and adoration to beloved Saint Germain as he overlights the Ascended Master consciousness for this month. From the unfed flame in our heart, mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Ascended Masters, charge, and keep charging the Radiant Rose Academy, the messengers, and all the students with the Ascended Master's consciousness. See to it that we live every moment of our lives in the Ascended Master's consciousness that contains everything, every blessing, gift, quality, power, and service of the light from the Ascended Master's octave that enables us to fulfill the Ascended Master's divine plan of this incoming seventh golden crystal age, the Ascended Master's way. We are so grateful for this gift. Beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Decree 25. Keep the youth free from all destructive music. Mighty I am Christ's presence, beloved goddess of music, Director Logos, Mighty Victory, Archangel Michael, Lord Astrea, Great God Germain, beloved Aloha Amazonia, Mighty Hercules, and all the angelic host, come forth into action right now and strike your cosmic Christ blue lightning force into all destructive music. Silence, dissolve, and consume it from this world. Take away the cause, effect, record, and memory of all destructive music from the consciousness of all life, and replace it with the harmonious music of the higher spheres. Hold thy victorious dominion everywhere throughout the youth of the world, and raise them into their eternal freedom now. Harmonious melodies I am. Harmonious melodies I am. Harmonious melodies I am. Decree 26. The Ascended Master's sacred fire feeling of absolute control. My beloved, I am Christ's presence within and above, beloved Lord Katumi, and seven mighty Elohim. I decree to you as a glorious sun's presence made up of all the heart flames of the Magdalene roses. I come to you in the name and presence of that great mighty sun's presence, and I command and demand a release from the great central sun of such overwhelming, saturating purification of the sacred fire of all that is required to redeem the earth and the world, and remove all discord and those who have caused that discord, from the earth forever. I thank you. I call to you and to the mighty I am God presence of everyone embodied on the earth at this time. I come as a glorious sun's presence, composed of all the mighty unfed flames of the Magdalene roses. I command and demand the release and saturation of the overwhelming sacred fire forces of purification onto the earth that will redeem this earth and world of all discord, purify it, and remove the cause of the discord for eternity. I thank you. I come to you as a glorious sun's presence that has within it the unfed flames of all the Magdalene roses, and I command and demand the release from the heart flames of creation, the overwhelming sacred fire saturation and purification into my own mental, physical, and feeling body that takes sacred fire control of all physical outer conditions in my life and world. I thank you. Sacred fire control I am. Sacred fire control I am. Sacred fire control I am. And that sacred fire control is of all the energy and substance, every vibration and frequency of your own consciousness. Bring into perfect, balanced, harmonious activity, divine equilibrium of your own higher Christ self. Decree 27. Resurrection of the elemental rays. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above, beloved brothers and sisters of the golden and rose-and robes of the physical sun, we demand and command the full restoration of the minor elemental rays pouring from the physical sun into the powers of nature and the forces of the elements and our physical bodies, that they may receive God's vital spiritual nutrition and resurrect. Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am, Almighty Christ I am. Decree 28. Beloved Lord Matreya and the golden avatar angels, mighty I am God presence within and above, beloved Lord Matreya and golden avatar angels, come to me and assist me to enter into the loving obedience and discipline that you desire me to experience. Come to me and assist me to experience the fullness of God's loving obedience back to the God presence within and above. Beloved Lord Matreya and golden avatar angels, come unto me and assist me to know that the Christ is never late, that the Christ is never early, that the Christ is always on time, and the Christ being time and space itself automatically has the edge on all humanity. Beloved Lord Matreya and golden avatar angels, we demand and command your loving obedience charge all the energy and substance of our consciousness, beings and worlds, with its cosmic vibrations and frequencies that compels all life to come into perfect harmony, balance, and equilibrium everywhere forever. May the great cosmic law give you new dispensations in which you may come closer to all life in this world and set it free as quickly as only you can. Loving obedience I am. Loving obedience I am. Loving obedience I am. And that loving obedience is to thine own glorious God self within thee and above thee. For thou shalt have no other gods before me, saith the great God presence of each of us. I am the first, I am the last, and beside me there is none. There is only I, the one great I. Decree 29, and all human trafficking of the youth. Mighty Christ, I am presence within and above. Mighty I am Christ presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Princess Mary Magdalene, Jesus the Christ, Lord Matreya, Goddess of Justice, Aloha Astrea, Mighty Hercules, Goddess Liberty, and Great Divine Director. Strike, strike, strike your swords of the crystal flame and cut all youth free from human trafficking. Use your authority and keep them free this instant and forever. Blaze whatever sacred fire is necessary to cleanse and purify the consciousness of these precious life streams. Give them all they require to rise up into their true Christ self and fulfill the divine plan, the Ascended Master's way. We demand divine justice manifest everywhere forever. Mighty Christ, I am presence, great ascended and angelic host of light, great cosmic beings of light, great cosmic forces of light, move into action right now and do whatever is necessary to silence, dissolve, and consume the entire sinister force that sustains these nefarious activities. Cause, effect, record, and memory. Wipe it out of this universe and see to it that it never touches any part of life again. I am the will of Akasha's feeling body, fulfilling this decree. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 30. A loving call to the great angelic host. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. I pour my love to thee and through thee to the beloved angels as I welcome my guardian angel, angels of the sacred fire, angels Legate, archangels, archaea, beloved cherubim and seraphim, angels of the music of the celestial spheres, angels of healing, harmony, and freedom. Come, blessed angels, into the outer lives of all humankind, and be as real to us as we are to each other. Reveal unto us all that you know will set us free upon our paths of mastery, that each may be the fulfillment of all the service to the light they have come to render in the seventh golden age. We love and bless you, great angelic host. We also demand and command that the legions of angels be increased by the billions every moment of every day to silence, shut off, and disarm all discordant energy, substance, and individuals in this world, and reveal the perfection of the angelic host presence everywhere forever, as fast as the Ascended Masters see it and feel it. Adoring the angels I am, adoring the angels I am, adoring the angels I am. Decree 31. Beloved mighty Ari's call for the new light substance entering our mind and brain. Mighty Christ presence I am, within and above. Beloved Aries, God of the air element. Beloved Sylphs, beings of the air element. We call upon you to project your luminosity, your light rays, your heart flames into the substance of our mental bodies, into our brain structures, that you may help us to clear our minds of all duality consciousness and ready our minds for the return of Christ consciousness, to think only thoughts that are Christly always, not just for a few moments and then back into duality, but continuously positive, godly, Christly, pure, divine, celestial thoughts. We accept with all the love of our minds, hearts, and souls, endless, dazzling, diamond shining light, glistening, sparkling, radiating brilliantly within our minds. Diamond shining light I am. Diamond shining light I am. Diamond shining light I am. Decree 32. The beloved Goddess of Liberty's call to protect the children and youth. Mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Goddess of Liberty, great Germain, mighty Victory, and all the ascended and angelic host, we call forth oceans and oceans and oceans of your ascended master, sacred fire protection around the children and youth of America and the world. We command your ascended master walls of invisibility, invincibility, and invulnerability placed around all children's hospitals, nurseries, and daycare centers, around all shopping centers, music concerts, festivals, youth gatherings, schools, colleges, universities, and campuses that prevents all acts of inharmony. Blaze a golden sun's fiery presence around all these places, and send your legions of angels to protect the children and youth of America and the world. Invincible protection I am. Invincible protection I am. Invincible protection I am. Decree 33. Prevent any further youth entering into war. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved Mother Akasha, Father of Son, great God Germain, Goddess of Justice, Goddess of Liberty, great Cosmic Angel, seven mighty Elohim, thou immortals, and all ascended Master Mothers. I demand and command your sacred fire master control be drawn in, through, and around every youth of the world. I know each one has free will, but with all the power of the love of the sacred fire and the authority of the higher mental body of each youth, See to it they are completely stripped of all desire to enter into war or to be drawn into war by the pull of the sinister force. I am thy victorious, guarding heart flames love, holding the youth safe and secure from all war everywhere forever. I accept this decree standing forever, a silent sentinel for the youth of the world. Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am, Almighty Rose Christ I am. Decree 34. Amplification decrees to multiply our calls. Beloved mighty I am Christ's presence within and above. Beloved I am Christ's presence of all the people of earth. Beloved Mother Akasha. Beloved Jesus Christ. Beloved Master Germain. Beloved Archangel Michael. Mighty silent watchers. And all your uncountable legions of angels of the sacred fire. I call upon the cosmic law of God's sacred fire power and all Christ's authority to charge into all the decrees, will, energy, and visualizations ever given by students in Great God Germain's, Mother Akasha's, and Jesus Christ's dispensations, purified, resurrected, and amplified, 999 times 999 billion, by the master power heart flames of the entire ascended and angelic host to save America and this planet, including all kingdoms of life, eternally sustained. I am Mighty Victory's feeling of cosmic victory manifest through every decree. We are Mighty Victory's cosmic flame of victory in all we think, feel, say, and do, fulfilling the Ascended Master's divine plan for the earth, its atmosphere, and all life, everywhere, forever, until all are resurrected, ascended, and free. To all life journeying the way of the earth, we say in the words of beloved Mother Mary, I bless you, I bless you, I bless you, with the Ascended Master's sacred fire, heart's flame love, purity, power, and victory of eternal peace. The light of God never fails, the love of God always fulfills, and the truth of God always prevails. Demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am. Demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am. Demonstrations of Christ consciousness I am. Deep breath, visualizing and feeling the love of the sacred fire and all activities of the cosmic light and the miracle love pouring in through and around us now in all directions to all life everywhere as we together enter into a few moments of being and dwelling in the great, great silence and stillness as we give all over to our beloved higher mental body, to our I am presence, all our attention, all our energy, and all our adoration, that glorious presence within us and above us can come forth into action now with the angels of stillness and the angels of silence and the beloved listening angels, and assist us to be as perfectly still as we possibly can and as perfectly silent as we possibly can be in this moment, and just let God do God's will. The activity of letting go and letting God, truly surrendering, and not by mental might nor physical might, but by the grace of God. God's will is being fulfilled through each of us as we come back into the inner sanctum, the inner sanctuary, the Holy of Holies, at the center of our consciousness. For lo, neither in any mountain nor in the temple at Jerusalem shalt thou find God, but within at the center of thy consciousness abides my kingdom, and my kingdom is the power and the glory and the mastery for eternity. Peace, be still, let go, and let God.